good morning, everyone. You see the bridge, you know where we're going. Park time. Good morning, guys. How are you? It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. Yep, we're starting out here at the park just to get it over with. Jawa's whimpering and whining first thing this morning, so I said let's get him out there and do this first before we go vlogging. So Daze with Jordan the Lion, good morning, begins now. Yeah, you heard me right. Whimpering and whining. We are the only ones out here. Like I've told him many, many times, you have to wait a little later in the day for the other dogs to come. We are literally the only ones here. There's the lone wolf. What's up, lone wolf? There's some dogs here. He's surveying the operation. I was gonna say, there he goes. Jaw, you making a friend? That's Jaw's thing. He sees a fight break out, he waits till one dog is pinned down, then he goes and licks that dog's ears. Watch. Watch, as soon as one gets pinned down, he'll go right after that one.
Dog's not afraid of any of them. Sam, leave that little dog. She's molesting you now.
The dogs are having a great time today. Great time. Look who needs a drink of water. He's watching what's going on. I'm just waiting. Waiting to see if he goes for it. Oh, he's watching the big dogs. All right, dog parking is done for now. I think what we're gonna do for the vlog today though is gonna have to wait because it doesn't open until 3 p.m. if I stick to my guns and do what I wanna do today. I've actually wanted to do this for like 9 months and I just never have done it, so I'm totally set on doing it today. Isn't this place nice? Look at all the color, all the flowers and everything. Even right here. And then right at the end of the property is a nice big lemon tree. So what we're doing now is we're running a few errands. I want to go buy Jaw some food and I want to get some windshield wiper fluid for my car. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the Dollar Tree. Hopefully they'll have the windshield wiper fluid here. I'm hoping that's what that blue jug is right there. Bingo. So we're gonna head out now and I'm gonna take you to the place that I wanted to vlog today. It has a kind of a cool story that ties in with a few other things that I've vlogged in the past, so let's roll. Well, my friends, here we are. This is what we're checking out today, the Idle Hour. This is well, this has a crazy history because what this used to be, this was part of that programmatic style architecture back from the 40s when they would have to do things to attract people from getting, you know, the world had been everyone walking and going into establishments. Now people were all in cars and they had to find ways of attracting them to get them out of their cars. So different establishments were coming up with ideas like this. And this was built in the form of a whiskey barrel. Now, like I said, this kind of goes hand in hand with some other things that I've vlogged in the past, like when I told you guys about the Pasadena establishment that was the Mother Goose's Boot. It was literally like a Mother Goose cafe built into a nursery rhyme boot. And then there was also the Tail of the Pup hot dog restaurant, and that directly ties into Idle Hour. Now, what got me really interested in this is what ties it all together. My friend Tommy Galinas, who owns the Valley Relics Museum, I was there hanging out with him one day and he was telling me, at the time it hadn't been announced, but he said, Jordan, he said, you won't believe the news. At the time, Tommy had been given the Tail of the Pup restaurant. It was no longer in operation and the people that owned it, the family, just didn't know what to do with it, and Tommy said, I'll give it a good home, and so they gave it to Tommy. Well, there's a group that is taking over these classic establishments and revitalizing them, bringing them back to life, and it's called 1933 Group. Now, this vlog is not sponsored by 1933 Group, but when I see anyone doing what they're doing, I want to shine a light on it, especially when it's something like this. Because what Tommy said was, he said, he said the people that run 1933 Group are the ones that brought back the Highland Bowling Alley. And I used to play there, I used to play concerts there when it was no longer a bowling alley and it had been turned into Mr. T's Bowl. They took it over, brought it back to being a bowling alley. They also bought the Formosa Cafe, are in the process of bringing that back, and they had done this as well as many other places like the Bigfoot Lodge. So there's like over a dozen places that they've brought back to life. And he said, I talked to them, and I had talked to the family that owned Tail of the Pup, and they said that they would sell the rights to Tail of the Pup. And he said, so I went to the 1933 Group and I said, if you will buy the rights to the Tail of the Pup from the family and bring it back to life, I will just give you the Tail of the Pup. And so that's what happened. So this company is out there bringing back all of these great programmatic architectural places like this, these theme bars, and making them enjoyable. And so I want to take you in and show you the inside of the barrel, what they've done, how it looks, the experience you would have had in the 1940s in this roadside America world. And there's also a little surprise in the back that I want to show you in the patio area. Well, let's go on in, take a look. Can't wait to show you what's in the back, but you're gonna love the insides, I promise. Let's take a look at the inside, man. Isn't this great? It really is a whiskey barrel. I mean, it's not just the look of the outside, it really has that look on the inside. And they also have some historical pictures, so let's take a look at those, man. Oh, I love this. This is what it would have looked like in its early days. And then there it is being built. Look at that. The old Coca-Cola and the Singer Sewing Machine Company next to it. Yeah, look at that. Aren't they doing a great job here? I mean, this looks better than when it originally opened, I think. So this is a little bit of a tease for my surprise in the back. So let's go look in the back. Sorry I'm doing all this talking. I'm just trying to avoid the copyright of the music and everything playing. I want you to be able to get the experience, and I don't want to have any problem. So this is what I think is so cool. A reproduction of the Bulldog Cafe. This was an establishment out here from like 1928 till I want to say like the 50s or the 60s, and this was a recreation that they made that used to live in the Peterson Automotive Museum. And when Peterson didn't really have a place for it anymore, they didn't really want to display it because it was taking up so much space, it came to live here. Now, it's not just so exciting for me because it's a big bulldog that you can go inside and eat and get tamales and ice cream and everything, but what I like about it is it's featured in the movie The Rocketeer. That's one of the places that they go in to eat in The Rocketeer, and I always loved that movie, and I always thought that was kind of a overlooked movie for the most part. They said they opened it up for me, so let's take a look. All right. Oh, there's actually, it's almost like a private dining area. Isn't that cool? So if you're here drinking, this is, you know, back in the day, this was a hamburger, and as you can see, barbecue and chili and all that kind of stuff. But now the Idle Hour is, you know, it's your neighborhood North Hollywood bar. It's kind of cool that you can live out both the Idle Hour barrel experience as well as hanging out with the recreation of this beauty. See, this is one of those things I love about vlogging and I love about living in Los Angeles, is that like if you didn't know this was here, you would not know this was here. You know what I mean? It's not something that you would just drive past. You have to either have been told about it, or you have to just come here to drink at the bar and then come back here and discover that there's a dog smoking a pipe in the back. And they kept that barrel theme going all the way through. You've got it right here on the keg with the drinks, with the Dad's root beer and the Coca-Cola, and right there on the door, the window, is also a barrel. Yeah, I had to show you guys this. Like I said, I've actually wanted to do this for quite a while. Ever since I found out they had the Bulldog here, that's kind of what really inspired it. But then when I went and hung out with Tommy that day, and he said, oh yeah, the same guy that did the Idle Hour also is doing the Formosa right now, and he also did Highland Park, he did the bowling alley, he also did you know, he said the Bigfoot lodges, and I'd hung out at all those places at different times. So apparently they know the significance as well. If you look up there, you can see the Bulldog Cafe, little like piggy bank right next to the Rocketeer helmet. All right, we're out of here. That's the exit right through the barrel. So like I said, not a advertisement or anything for 1933 group, but one of the most commonly commented things on my channel when I show anything that has any historical value or a place that's getting demolished, like the Debbie Reynolds dance studio that I showed that's now gone, it's been demolished already, is people always say, why doesn't anybody save these places? Why doesn't anybody care about the history? And this, you know, when I found out about this group going out of their way to save these places, in fact, when there was a rumor that the Formosa Cafe had been sold and they were going to demolish it and everything, and then I found out he was the one that got it, Tommy actually said, you know, they were starting to renovate it, and they came across something they didn't quite know what it was that they thought had historical value, and so they stopped the renovation right there until they could get, you know, find out what it was exactly. So they truly do care about preserving history from these places. And if you're in LA and you're in North Hollywood, come experience a drink at the Idle Hour and go in the back and check out the old Bulldog Cafe. Even the trash cans are barrels. So I don't know an official date on when they are reopening the Tail of the Pup, but last I heard was that the deal was made that 1933 did get it, and Tommy has given them the Tail of the Pup, and that it's going to come back to life. And when I went to their website to look up all the different places that they were responsible for, Tail of the Pup's the very bottom one, so it's definitely true. And Tail of the Pup was so cool to me because it was in a Buck Owens hot dog video, and it was in Ruthless People and LA Story and all these great movies. I love that those kind of things, you know, if things like this stay around, they'll use them in movies, and those will be landmarks once again. And I believe that the Idle Hour now has historical status, so it's been saved, and it actually can't go away now. Hey, guess what, guys? It's an anniversary, and I didn't even realize it. I just got an email from the Universal Life Church congratulating me on my 6-year anniversary of being a ordained minister through the mail. So, and I actually have performed a ceremony. I married my friends Carrie and Ben. Carrie helped me out when I had my hand surgery and everything, so you know who she is. I've only done one ceremony. Michael dropped the ball. Michael and Christina could have had me do that in Sweden. They dropped the ball, but yeah, I didn't even realize that was coming up. So happy 6-year anniversary to me. Yep, we're doing another park trip. I got my weekend away with Amy, and he was a good boy, so he gets 2 trips to the park today. That's how it works in our house, doesn't it? You guys aren't gonna believe this. There's a new eyeball in town. Different house, but a bigger, even better eyeball is alive in Silver Lake now. I'll show it to you when we leave. There he comes. What's up? What's going on, man? Are you making a friend? Now it's a party. This dog has a little Bob Marley shirt on. Of course, look who likes that dog with the Bob Marley. Look at your shirt! Ja was named because of Bob Marley.
Oh, cute!
So Amy and I have another date in like 3 days, and I want to make it something special also, so I figured out an extra special little vlog that not only her and I can go on a date, but you guys can see it, and it'll be a fun vlog as well, so it'll be fun. Once again, playing lone wolf. All right, we're taking off now. Let's go check out the new eyeball in town. So check this out, literally about 2 blocks away from where the other one is. This one's about 5 times its size, way more detailed. Look at that, it's like centerpiece to the yard. And driving down here, you wouldn't even notice it. I barely noticed it looking up, but yeah, how cool is that? The eyeball lives on. Goodbye, eyeball. Well, good evening, everyone. I wanted to send a big shout out thank you to Naso Mutsalas, and thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed our throwback to 1940s roadside America today. I love seeing those kind of places, and I love that there's a company out there trying to keep these things around. For whatever reason, we need more companies doing that. Not trying to change it, not trying to turn it into something else that it isn't, just trying to keep it what it was and have a little bit of value. So, big ups to 1933. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, and goodbye.